is win on the road. When you're a ranked team, go to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese. Off-play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Leaves it with the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You wonder about that play call.
Defense looks like they're coming. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Under fire. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. On the move. It's Hall. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to...
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45.
Let's go!
Back to throw, it's Allen. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's golden. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be for...
Ready, fight! Easy!
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cardinals buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. On the run, it's Hall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a...
On the set. Razor, razor.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air, it's Allen. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night so far. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but
Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
and that's a really good job by the defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
42, Spider. 4-2.
Wants to throw. It's Allen. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
You had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses,
Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Baker. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, but they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching an opponent is, they have been so dominant.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts, and year after year, Georgia finds...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Baker. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The pass is incomplete, and there are... Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The give to the back. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Manning. They'll make the stop about 3 yards. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Baker. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath. Big sigh of relief.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
This offense has no answer for this pass rush right.
Offense in a bunch formation. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there.
Ready up.
Defense wants to bring the heat.
Lasso.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the...
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side...
against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete at 4th down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to... From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get...
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle.
And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Touchdown, Dogs! How about the... Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like...
And the ball's out and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score.
He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense not only...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Tigers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we'll certainly see miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He wants a big play here late. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point.